Greetings, friends of the A Collision with Purpose. Welcome to the movement. Thank you for joining me on Daily Insights Unveiled, where we unmask comfort, awaken clarity, and speak one bold truth at a time. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson. Today, we turn our gaze to something that silently shapes the world's opinion of us, and worst, our opinion of ourselves. I am talking about the media. If we are truly going to reclaim the narrative, we must first confront the lens through which we are seen, and too often misrepresented. My friends, think about this. When the world sees a black man in a hoodie, does it see a student, a father, a leader, or a threat? When it sees a dark-skinned woman, does it see brilliance, beauty, and royalty? Or does it reach for a stereotype? And when we speak in the tongue of our culture, do they hear centuries of survival and song, or just something to imitate? My friends, the media doesn't just reflect, it shapes. It doesn't just entertain, it educates. It tells the world how to see us. And even worse, it trains us on how to see ourselves. My friends, we are more likely to be shown as criminals than creators, broken than brilliant. And that distortion is not accidental. It is systemic, because they understand that when you control the image, you also control the narrative. Now, let me be clear. The media is not neutral. It is curated. It is intentional. And yes, it is powerful. For generations, media across the globe has profited from our pain. And yes, they have sold our story through a distorted lens. Now, let us process this. Why are black bodies often portrayed in sports and entertainment, but not in leadership, innovation, or diplomacy? Why are African nations shown through war zones and water shortages, but not through culture, technology, and power? Why do the stories that highlight our struggle rarely celebrate our success? Because they understand that controlling perception is also controlling power. And as long as they hold the camera, we remain out of focus. My friends, the question is, how do we reframe the mirror? We take the power back. We must support platforms and storytellers who present us in our fullness with truth, depth, and dignity. We must call out media bias wherever it shows up in conversations, classrooms, and content. We must teach media literacy to our children. Let them question the images and decode the messages. We must create our own content, from documentaries to reels, podcasts to poetry. We don't need permission to tell the truth. Because when we control the story, we begin to reclaim the future. Now, here's my challenge for you today. Follow one content creator who is telling our story with integrity and truth. Watch a film or documentary that centers African or Caribbean perspectives. Share content that uplifts not just what breaks us, but what builds us. Speak up when you see stereotypes being reinforced. My friends, your silence is never neutral. You deserve to see yourself in full light, not filtered through someone else's fear or fantasy. The media has been their mirror for far too long. It is time we build our own, crafted with truth, framed by culture, and focused on us. We are not what they show. We are what we remember and what we dare to reveal. This is Daily Insights Unveiled. Until next time, see clearly, speak boldly, and keep reclaiming the story they tried to silence. Blessings always.